Greetings, children. Welcome to my channel, Inside Accountancy by Shakun. Today we'll be talking about Chapter 2, Fundamentals of Partnership, and the subtopics to be covered are Guarantee of Profit and an example based on it. First, let's understand what guarantee is. Guarantee is defined as a surety of a specific amount of gain by one or more partners, and in some cases by the enterprise, where the burden of guarantee is carried by the party furnishing such guarantee. In simpler words, it is the minimum fixed amount for the partner who is given such a guarantee. So guarantee of profit means that a minimum amount of profit is guaranteed to a particular partner either by other partners or by the firm. Therefore, such guarantee may be given, as I already told you, by a partner to a partner, by the firm to the partner, by a partner to the firm. Then guarantee is given by a partner to a partner. For example, if there are three partners A, B and C, C is guaranteed a minimum guaranteed amount of profit to be 10,000. Now such guarantee is given by, let's say, A. So out of the three partners A, B and C, C is guaranteed 10,000 as profit, and that guarantee is given by A. This is the case where a guarantee is given by a partner to a partner. If in the same example, the guarantee given to C was not mentioned, that who is going to bear this deficiency or who is going to make sure that C gets 10,000. If nothing is mentioned, that means that the guaranteed amount is to be shared between or borne between the remaining partners. Guarantee may also be given by one of the partners to the firm, where one of the partner promises to earn a specific amount of fee or specific amount of profit for the firm. Let's talk about these different types of guarantees in detail. But before we talk about them, let's look at the journal entries which we are required to pass in case of guarantee of profit. So firstly, we need to distribute the profit as if there was no other guarantee. So that is basically the entry for distributing the profit, where profit and loss appropriation account is debited and the partner's capital account is credited. On charging the deficiency to guaranteeing partners, after we ascertain what the guaranteed amount is and what is the amount of deficiency, then the guaranteeing partners, that is the partners who are giving the guarantee, those partners' capital account should be debited since they are going to bear it, and the guaranteed partner's capital account, that is the person who gets the guarantee, who has been guaranteed a minimum amount of profit, that partner's capital account is credited. Let's talk about the first type of guarantee, guarantee of profit by the firm to a partner. When all the remaining partners other than the guaranteed partner is that partner who gets the guarantee. So when all the other remaining partners, they guarantee that the guaranteed partner shall be given a minimum amount of profit, then we require to take these steps. For example, let's take the same example again. Three partners are there, A, B and C. C is guaranteed a minimum amount of profit of 10,000. Now this guarantee is given by the firm, that is this guarantee is given by A and B. So therefore any deficiency arising out of it should be met by A and B. So in such a situation, first we ascertain the share of profit as per the profit sharing ratio. Then we find out what is the minimum guaranteed amount. If in case the share of profit of the guaranteed partner is greater than the minimum guaranteed amount, then the firm gives him the share of profit. So whichever is higher, he gets. If in case the share of profit is lesser than the minimum guaranteed amount, then the partner is given the minimum guaranteed amount. Now the difference between the two, the difference between minimum guaranteed profit and the actual share of profit is known as deficiency, and that deficiency should be met by the other people, the remaining partners in the firm, in either in some agreed ratio or in their profit sharing ratio. The second one is guarantee of profit by a partner to a partner. Now in the same situation, if the guarantee is given by only one partner in the firm, We follow the same steps in this case also, but the only difference is that the deficiency is borne by one of the partners. This will be more clear with the help of an example. A, B and C are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. They earned profit of 30,000 during the year ended 31st March 2020. Distribute profit among A, B and C if C's share of profit is guaranteed to be 6,000 minimum. So guarantee is given, but who is giving the guarantee is not given. That means the firm is giving the guarantee and the firm comprises of the remaining partners, that is A and B. Second, minimum profit payable to C amounting to 6,000 is guaranteed by A. That means guarantee by a partner to a partner, by A to C. Third, guaranteed minimum profit of 6,000 payable to C is guaranteed by B. Again, guarantee given by a partner to a partner from B to C. Any deficiency after making payment of guaranteed 6,000 will be borne by A and B in the ratio of 3:1. Now, this is also the guarantee given by the firm, but here the ratio of bearing the deficiency is given in the question. Now, let's take the first case. C's share of profit is guaranteed to be 6,000 minimum. Since nothing is given, we know that it has to be the guarantee given by the firm. Now the profit is given to you in the question as 30,000. The first step, as I told you, was to distribute the profit in the profit sharing ratio, which in this question is 3:2:1. So therefore, on dividing 30,000 in the ratio of 3:2:1, we get the share of profits of A, B and C, that is 15,000, 10,000 and 5,000. Now C's guaranteed amount is 6,000, but his share of profit is 5,000. Therefore, the deficiency in C's share of profit is equal to 6,000 minus 5,000, that is 1,000. Now, since nothing is mentioned in this question, therefore this deficiency will be borne by A and B. Now again, the ratio also is not given in the question. So that means when the ratio is not given, it means that the remaining partners will share the deficiency in their own ratios, that is 3:2. So the first step is to ascertain the profit. The second step is to ascertain the deficiency, that is 1,000, and then divide that 1,000 in the ratio of 3:2, which is the ratio between A and B. So 3/5 and 2/5. Please note that sometimes children make a mistake here. They write 3/6 and 2/6. We are not distributing this 1,000 in the profit sharing ratio. We are distributing it in the ratio between A and B, which is 3:2. Therefore, A's share of profit would be, he was getting a profit of 15,000, but he has to bear a deficiency of 600. Resultant profit is 14,400. We are subtracting the amount of deficiency from A's share of profit and B's share of profit respectively. Therefore, A, B and C's share of profit amount to 14,400 by subtracting 600 deficiency, 9,600 by subtracting 400 deficiency, and 6,000 by adding 1,000 the deficient amount. Now let's see how the profit and loss appropriation account would look. Our net profit was 30,000. It was divided between A, B and C, but we are not writing the total amount distributed here. After giving effect to the deficiencies, the net amount is written here. Let's move on to the second case. When the minimum profit payable to C amounting to 6,000 is guaranteed by A. Now the same question, the same amount of deficiency, that is 1,000. In the previous method, in the previous case, we divided 1,000 between A and B because they were sharing the deficiency. But in this method, in this case, we are not dividing 1,000. The whole of 1,000 is subtracted from A's share of profit and it is added to C's share of profit. If you look at the working note made here, the deficiency is 1,000 to be borne by A only. Therefore, the final profits 15,000 minus the whole of 1,000 because he is bearing the deficiency. So therefore, the correct amount of profit is 14,000. B's profit remains the same, that is 10,000, and in case of C, the profit is 6,000, that is the guaranteed amount. In case 3, The guaranteed minimum profit of 6,000 payable to C is guaranteed by B only. Now in this case, B is bearing the deficiency. Therefore, deficiency remains same 1,000, but that 1,000 is subtracted from B's share of profit. A's share of profit remains the same. So C is given the guaranteed amount of 6,000. B's share of profit is 9,000 after we subtract the deficiency, and A's share of profit is 15,000, which is the same as before. In the last case, any deficiency after making payment of guaranteed 6,000 will be borne by A and B in the ratio of 3:1. Now this is also the guarantee given by the firm. By the firm means the remaining partners A and B, but in the first case the ratio was not given. So we distributed it amongst the ratio of A and B, right? But in this case, the ratio is given, that is 3:1. So look at the working note, please. The deficiency is given as 1,000, which we have already calculated. Now the ratio is 3:1, that is given in the question. This 1,000 is distributed in the ratio of 3:1, amounting to 750 and 250, the share of deficiency of A and B. Now these specific deficiencies are subtracted from the final profit share of A and B, and it is added. The total amount is added to C, giving us the net amount of profit transferred to A, B and C's capital. I hope the concepts are clear. We talked about in this video about the guarantee of profits, guarantee by a partner to a partner, and guarantee by the firm to the partner. I hope the concepts are clear to you, and I hope you liked my video. Please show some love by liking my video and putting some comments in case you really liked it. Subscribe to my channel Inside Accountancy by Shakun, and keep motivating me so that I can upload more and more content for you all. Thank you.